Hello students. Today we are going to discuss a chapter from organic chemistry, Biomolecules. Before starting the chapter, let us see the introduction about the chapter. Biomolecules are what? These are the chemical compounds which are responsible for biological processes. There are in all 6 biomolecules which play vital role in the biological processes of living things. What are these? These are carbohydrates, proteins, enzymes, vitamins, nucleic acids and hormones. So what are the carbohydrates? Why the carbohydrates are called as so? To explain this, let us see the general chemical formula for carbohydrates, and it is CxH2OY. Carbo stands for carbon and H2O, which is for the hydrates. These are the chemical compounds which contain carbon and H2O, that is hydrates. Let us see few examples of the carbohydrates. These are cane sugar, which is nothing but sucrose, glucose, fructose, ribose, etc. All the carbohydrates obey the general chemical formula CxH2OY. But there are few exceptions for this. What are these exceptions? For example, acetic acid. The acetic acid formula is CH3COOH. If we write it in the form of CH3, C double bond O, OH, that is a carboxylic acid. If we want to write or express this formula in this way, C2H2O twice, it also obeys the formula for carbohydrate, but it is not a carbohydrate. We all know it is a carboxylic acid, which is totally different from carbohydrates. So this is one of the exceptions. Let us see the definition of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are optically active compounds, optically active chemical compounds obviously, which can be aldehydes, which can be ketones, or which can be the compounds which on hydrolysis will give the aldehyde or ketone functional group in this. All these compounds are called as carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also called as saccharides or sugars because they are very sweet. The word saccharon is a Greek word and its meaning is sugar. After the brief introduction about the carbohydrates, let us study the classification of the carbohydrates in detail. They are classified on the basis of the hydrolysis product. Hydrolysis is nothing but breaking of a chemical bond by using water. On the basis of how many monosaccharides are formed by the hydrolysis of the carbohydrate, they are classified into 3 main types. These are monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Monosaccharides will not give the hydrolysis reaction. They are the compounds, obviously the carbohydrates, which will not give the hydrolysis reaction. That is the reason they are called as monosaccharides. For example, glucose, fructose, ribose, etc. The next type is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides on the hydrolysis give 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. For example, sucrose, that is cane sugar. The third important type is polysaccharide. Polysaccharides are the carbohydrates which give many monosaccharides, that is more than 10 obviously, after the hydrolysis reaction. The popular examples of polysaccharides are starch and cellulose.